Hey Trowbridge, and today's art project comes from a little island off of China called Japan. Now the Japanese have this paper sculpture that they make called origami. Now origami is a two-part word. Ori means folding and gami means paper. So origami literally means folding paper. Now to make origami, all you need is a piece of paper. Now you can buy some really fancy origami paper that has patterns in it like that one, or you can just use copy paper that you find out of a printer or copier. And if you're really desperate, you can use just regular notebook paper that has lines on it and it has holes and it's curved, but it doesn't really matter. You can still make it with paper. So sit back and relax, and I'm going to show you how to make a canary. Now, to make my canary, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to start off with a nice clean piece of paper. Now, I need to get this piece of paper into a square. So in order to do that, I'm going to take it and I'm going to fold it, this top left corner, down, and I want this edge to meet up with that edge. And one of the most important things about origami is the craftsmanship. That means I try to line it up as best I can. Once it's lined up, I'm going to crease it. And that's going to create, oh, see, look at that. See how it's a little hanging over a little bit? I don't like that. So I might just move it back over a little bit, hold it down tighter, and crease it again. There we go. That'll make my canary look a lot better in the end. And I've created now a rectangle and a triangle. And I need to cut this rectangle off. So I suggest getting a pair of scissors. If you don't have a pair of scissors, you can actually fold this rectangle over and then you kind of like lick it a little bit and then fold it the other way. It's a little gross, I know, so I recommend using scissors. But if you just lick the seam and bend it back a couple times, you can actually just tear it right off. If you just try to tear it straight up, it's going to be all crooked and look bad. So that's why you lick it. But if you don't want to put DNA on your origami, then I suggest just using some scissors. Now be careful not to cut any of the triangle that you just folded. I have nice little kindergarten scissors that I'm using. I suggest using bigger ones. Now that this is cut off, I'm going to open it up. Now this right here is called a valley fold. And actually I'm going to fold it back down. I don't know why I told you to open it. It's folded down. Now I'm going to take this side right here and I'm going to fold it over. And I kind of want it to look like there's a little triangle, not like a really tiny triangle, and not like a super big triangle. You kind of make it look like you're folding it in half almost. Not like half this way, but maybe in like thirds. Maybe so that this triangle is equally as thick as the part right here. So that's about as big. Maybe that might be a little bit bigger, but it's probably not going to matter. Looks like that so far. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to open this part up, this part of the triangle, and I'm going to fold it, and I want it to be like right in the middle of this main shape, and it'll almost look like make a square type shape, or a diamond. It looks like a square that way, but a diamond this way. Just like that. Now at any point you think I'm going too fast, feel free to kind of rewind it and see how I did it again. If you want to, I can start at the beginning real quick. We folded our paper in half, then we folded this over. Try to make sure that this part is equal to that part. Then I grabbed just the top piece and I folded it over like that. So now it looks like I have a diamond, or square if you look at it that way, and these are the wings. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to fold this in half. So try to make sure that these corners right here are nice and pointy. The pointier they are, the better the tail will look, the better the head will look. Now remember, you're the boss of the paper. You tell the paper where to fold. Sometimes it doesn't want to behave and you kind of have to push it and fold it the way you want it to. See, that's not the best. And it might not be perfect, to be honest with you. Try to get it as close as you can. If you make about 100 of these, they'll get better and better. There we go. Almost done. I got 3 more folds to do. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab this wing and I'm going to fold it up. And once again, I'm trying to make this diamond shape. You kind of see it right there, or a square if you hold it that way. Fold it up, crease it, like that. Now I'm going to turn it over and do the same thing on the other side. Take this wing, fold it up, crease it. It's getting really thick here. You got to press down hard, use all your finger muscles. Now I'm almost done, except this looks more like some kind of German U-boat with like wings on it. So we need to bend down one of the corners. Since the wings are going this way, that means that this is the head. It's not an inverted bird. So I'm going to take this. Now this is a very important fold in Japanese origami making. This is called the reverse fold. Reverse fold means that I'm going to take this fold Right now, this is a mountain. See how it folds? Makes a point right there, and I'm going to reverse it. The opposite of a mountain is a valley. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of press it in, and so that it folds inside itself. See that? And that's called a valley fold. And that makes it, and you kind of pinch. And now that's the head of my canary. So I'll show you that once again. The reverse fold, you use it a lot in a lot of origami, so try to master this. Sometimes you can bend it like back and forth, so you can kind of create fold lines before you do it. So I'm just folding this back and forth. But what you do is you kind of open it a little bit, and you're pressing this down from a mountain into a valley. See how it goes inside now? Go straight down. Valley fold. There's my canary. Looks wonderful. Now if you want to, you can get some like crowns or markers, and you can kind of color your canary. The only canary that I really am familiar with is Tweety Bird, so probably use some yellow, color him up. You could do some feathers on him. I probably should give him an eye. That's probably the first thing I should have done. Give my little canary an eye. There we go. Now he looks good. Color him blue, color him yellow, color him green. Do a rainbow canary. Do whatever you want. Now my canary's got a little buddy. I think they're gonna go fly off together now. Thank you for watching this e-learning video. Make sure you keep practicing what I showed you, and remember to always be making art.